Hello, leaders. So let me ask you a question. Do you spend more time expecting your team members to do things or appreciating your team members for who they are and what they're capable of doing? This week's challenge is all about leadership reflections, specifically how the actions of your team members are often a reflection of your leadership. Today, we're going to talk about the leadership challenge of appreciating or expecting. And this can really set the attitudes and efforts of your team members in the long run. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. If you're new to this show, this is the daily leadership show that's designed specifically for mid-level leaders and team leaders. Every week, I discuss a different leadership challenge and offer you encouraging tips to help you and your team run to your challenges. Hey, if you haven't downloaded your free leadership reflections guide yet, be sure to pick it up at runtoyourchallenges.com. You'll find it in the podcast tab. If nothing else, it'll be a great reference guide for you and your team to look at in the future. Okay, let's jump in and talk about the leadership challenge of appreciating or expecting. So, as I was thinking about topics for this week's challenge and how I have reflected my past leaders' actions, both good and bad, today's challenge just seemed to come to mind. You see, I've had leaders who have displayed both of these actions, and both have had a drastic impact on the entire team. On one hand, as leaders, we must set the expectations for our people, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. We've talked about this a lot, and let's face it, your team members need to know what is expected of them. They need to know whether they are doing their jobs correctly or not. They need standards to meet and goals to shoot for. So I think it's clear that as leaders, we need to set expectations. I think we can all agree on that, right? However, here's where it gets a little tricky. As a leader, are you spending more time measuring their actions against the expectations, or are you showing appreciation along the way for who they are and what you know they're capable of? Here's a few points to help you with this challenge. Appreciation goes a long way, especially when it comes from leaders. When you focus your attention on whether your people are meeting the expectations or not, you are putting your entire team on edge nearly all the time because they know that you're continuously watching them. Leaders can improve both morale and overall productivity by appreciating your team members' efforts, positive attitudes, and overall results instead of just focusing on the end results and what's expected of them. Try to continuously remind yourself the end results take a lot of effort along the way. Show appreciation for those efforts. Show appreciation towards your people who are doing the work. Also, understand there may be days when expectations just come up short. Anticipate challenges along the process and realize that your reaction to the shortfall has a lasting impact on your team. When you are upset or disappointed with their efforts, they will be knocked down a notch. On the other hand, when you show appreciation, even when your team doesn't reach the goals for the day or the week, you pick them up and you motivate them to achieve even more tomorrow. You see, when leaders recognize the small things that occur every day, your people will take notice and you will lift their spirits. We need to build upon the positive actions of our people and strive to show appreciation throughout the process. If we do that, man, success often comes in massive doses. So how about you? Are you appreciating your people, or are you simply expecting things from them? Ask yourself this question throughout your day today, and let me know what you think. Tell me your thoughts on this topic. Hey, if you like this show, please be sure to tell others about it and share it with other leaders, especially your team leaders and HR directors, so your entire organization can run to your leadership challenges together. Thanks for listening, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.